Good morning, everyone, and welcome into the Bozard Ford studio for the special One-Eyed Willie edition of the St. Johns County Show that's on in the morning. We have a county commission voting to decrease tax rates. A Ponte Vedra man was arrested in downtown, and a burn boot camp robbery ends in a fatal crash. We'll get to all that and more, but first we want to thank Bozard Ford. Since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership. It's a local legacy built on trust, family values, and a commitment to doing things the right way. Proudly serving St. Augustine and beyond for over 75 years, Bozard offers award-winning service, unbeatable selection, and a state-of-the-art facility with 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment needed maintenance, and even Ford's Garage restaurant right there on site. Recognized with the Triple Crown Awards and President's Awards, Bozard Ford Lincoln is where hometown service meets national excellence. Great pricing, friendly faces, and a better buying experience are just off I-95 and State Road 16. Bozard Ford Lincoln, they are driven to inspire. Also, a big shout out to all of our amazing sponsors. We have Fidus Roofing, Old Town Trolley, Bin 39 Wine Bar, B&S Signs, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, St. Augie's Pizza, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, and St. Augustine Handy Houses. Support all of our wonderful sponsors and support us with your likes, comments, and shares. You can follow us on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube and Rumble, and you can download our app in the Apple App Store. All right, good morning, fellas. How we doing today?
Hey guys, happy Thursday. And no, Amanda is not trying to be her inner Pete.
No.
She had a balloon confetti accident.
Yes.
And she is doing the show with one eye.
Yes.
So.
I mentioned that we had a birthday party last week, and we had this big balloon arch, and it's taking down the balloon arch, and the only balloon to explode was the one that's filled with confetti. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And so that's the only one that exploded. So it went
face
in my eye, and it like high-fived my eyeball. Ooh. And I was like, well, drops, give it time, it'll be fine. I had to now take apart the entire room so I could vacuum up the glitter. So my back's feeling awesome as well. And the eye never got better. So I got to go to the doctor today.
So no, I just want to make sure people understood. You're wearing your Jimmy Jam hat.
Yes.
You have your sunglasses on. It's a very Pete-like look.
I know it is.
And that is not the look you were going for.
And that's exactly what I told my husband. I was like, I need to stop by the pharmacy and get an eye patch because I can't wear sunglasses on the air. I'll give everybody flashbacks. But I didn't have time. And so, yeah, sunglasses it is.
Yes. So, well, I could have brought you an eye patch.
Okay. I should have texted.
I got a little pirate one.
I didn't want to stress you out.
Got a little pirate one we could have given you.
That would have been nice. So it's One Eye Willie.
Yeah.
I can see out of this eye. Do we have a question of the day?
All right, we have a question today. When's the last time you had to wear an eye patch?
Hey, you can answer that, so.
Yeah, I've had to wear an eye patch. It's not fun.
Yeah.
No, actually, the question of the day is give a bad airline experience. A bad airline experience, like one, either your worst or one of the unique ones.
Okay. My best friend is in the Army, and she was going through leadership training, officer boot camp, whatever you want to call it, in Texas. And she had one of her pets that had not made it to Germany where they were going to get stationed yet. And she asked me to go get it from Gainesville. And she gave me tranquilizers for this cat. And we had this whole plan. Like, you don't take the cat out of the bag. You drug the cat. You get it good and loopy. And then you put it in the cat carrier. And then you put it through the x-ray machine. Everything's fine. So it's me and my 7-month-old daughter and a cat. And
a loopy cat.
A loopy cat. And Jacksonville TSA required me to take a cat out of the bag. And that was a real bad decision on the part of Jacksonville TSA. And the cat lost its mind. So the backstory on the cat was that it was a stray. It had been used as a blood donor cat. So it sees the fluorescent lights and the metal tables in security. Yeah. And it immediately thinks it's about to get hooked up to the blood donor machine. Oh. And it loses its mind. And it just tears across me, bites me, scratches me. I look like I was attacked by a werewolf. It got its claws stuck in my face. Another face story today. And that's when I let it go. And it was just free in the Jacksonville airport.
In the airport. Because they decided the cat had to come out of
Yes. Because I needed to carry my baby on one hip and a cat that didn't know me on my other hip through the metal detector
Yeah, that wasn't
for
gonna
some
work.
reason.
That wasn't
Yeah.
going to work.
And-
There's too much going on for that cat.
100%. And
And,
so
and I think Tommy's a pretty chill cat, but I think Tommy would even freak
Yeah,
out on
a
that.
cat would freak out. and I tried to convince them to not force me to do this, and that was the only way they were going to let me through. So they learned why it was not the thing to do.
How
and
did they catch the cat?
a police officer in Kevlar?
And that's how they got it back in
Yeah.
the container.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
I had to.
So was that like TSA officer at least apologetic?
No, they were just all shocked. They didn't know what to say. They had to call an ambulance because I was bleeding. I shut down an entire row
Gosh.
for security. I'm got my baby on my hip, and now I'm hemorrhaging and going through security. And then they had to treat me in security while they were trying to get the cat. They got it pinned in a bathroom,
Oh my gosh.
and the guy with the bulletproof vest was able to carry it back to the bag. They almost didn't x-ray the bag while the cat was loose. They had to run it through real fast once they heard that the cat was located again. But I called my friend, bleeding, getting treated by the ambulance, the EMTs. And I was like, yeah, I don't know if your cat's coming to Texas.
Cat might not make it.
I looked like a battered woman that had escaped a knife attack.
Yeah.
Because
Cats don't play around when they're mad.
and there was just claw marks across me, across my face, across my arms and my hands.
Well, luckily it didn't get the
was
baby.
bad. Well, I didn't have her yet. I was like trying to get the cat
you were 7 months-
situated,
oh.
and then I was gonna get her up.
Oh.
And so luckily I did it that way. But yeah, I was like, this is
Wow.
yeah. So
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
the airline did not want to let me board separate,
Mm-hmm.
and they kind of looked at each other and they were like, we'll make an exception this one time. So they stopped boarding and let me just board and get situated. Because I legit looked like a woman that was fleeing with my baby and my cat from an abusive situation. It was terrible. Yeah. It was the worst experience ever.
All right. Aiden, do you have any bad flight stories?
I don't think I can top that. You
Yeah.
couldn't have gone after
didn't even
her
get on
and
the
put
flight
it,
yet.
Put it on me.
I was part of TSA training in Jacksonville for about 10 years.
Yeah, she didn't even get on the flight yet.
I mean, I'm not sure I can.
I bet there's still legendary stories that, hey, you remember the Catwoman?
I'm sure.
You remember that cat? You remember that Catwoman with the baby? Oof.
I bet.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm really not sure I can say anything that'll come close to that. I mean, I missed a layover and got stuck in Detroit for a night once, but that's not being
That's terrifying,
mauled by
too.
a cat.
Yeah, that's pretty horrible.
Yeah, I
So-
wouldn't want to do that either.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't. And Aiden, you just jinxed me right there because unfortunately my first layover is Detroit. So.
Oh, is it? His first layover's
You
in
could
Detroit
have
tomorrow.
A new worse memory.
No, no, wait, hold on, but
We had a pretty
but-
rough one going to Africa's, but
but I like that one was bad, but at least the airline was nice and didn't cause anything like I'm not gonna count that. The worst one was
like
Spirit
this is
Airlines.
so weird. Your head leaning in like this. You guys are like in a dark room and like we got a head sideways.
We just got two
it looks
floating
like a
heads.
scene from Beetlejuice.
For sure.
Yeah. All right, thank you, sir. It looks like a scene from Beetlejuice where they're in the area where they,
Yeah, the
they died.
undead,
They
yeah.
died that way.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Car accident victim.
Well, is this better?
Yes.
Not really. All right. All
Spirit
right,
Airlines
so
is worse.
my story is I used to have a small plane. I had a 4-seater plane, and I had my pilot who was doing my training with me was going to fly myself, John Regan, and Phil McDaniel down to Mar-a-Lago. I don't know how to say it.
Mar-a-Lago?
Mar-a-Lago,
Okay.
and this was before he was president. Before
When it
Yeah,
was still
probably a
okay
bad
to
time
go
right
to
now.
Mar-a-Lago.
when it was still okay, and there wasn't a stigma to go there.
Yeah.
But we were going to go down there for like a luncheon or something like that. I think John is the one who invited Phil and myself. And we're like, okay, we'll fly down. We'll get down there really quick, and we'll get back on the plane. So we get and we're flying, and my pilot hits me and goes, "We got a problem."
Uh-oh.
And we had blown a piston in the plane. So me and him are trying to figure out what we're doing. We were able to get it all the way back to St. Augustine. We didn't end
That's
up
good.
going to Mar-a-Lago, but the two of us trying not to panic the guys in the back because
Yeah.
it was a little bit, and we had to call it in what the situation was, you know, and they didn't have the headsets on, so we're trying to talk as quietly as we can between the two.
Are we
of
gonna
us.
die here?
I never felt that. I mean, we were in areas where we knew we could get to
Okay, good.
certain airports and stuff like that. But it was kind of funny, the two of us trying to communicate as John and Phil are in the back, like, and I finally had to turn around and go, put your headsets on. And they put them on. I was like, guys, we got to turn back.
Yeah.
And they were cool about it, but it was a little, probably 2 minutes worth of, all right, where do we need to set this thing down?
Yeah.
at? And you know,
That is scary.
what's gonna happen. So
Mine was painful. It wasn't life-threatening.
no, and Joy, I didn't make it to Mar-a-Lago. None
Still
of us,
to this day.
none of us made it, and no, I haven't met Trump. So I did not make it there. So
All right. Now it's time for a quick check of the weather.
it's gonna be all right.
That quick check of the weather brought to you by Bin 39. Discover one of St. Augustine's best kept secrets, Bin 39, tucked inside St. George Inn at the north end of St. George Street. With over 95 boutique wines, 50 of them rated 90 points or higher by Robert Parker, it's the perfect spot for a romantic date night or a relaxing after-work unwind. Sit by the glass or the bottle in a serene courtyard setting and enjoy live music Thursday through Sunday, open daily, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Just stop by and say, I'll have what Irving's having. Bin 39, your taste to discover.
Yeah, the weather should, like, it was a little icky this morning if you got up early, but it should be clearing off pretty quick and not coming back till the evening.
That's good. All right, for another Aiden edition of the Hit the Blakes traffic report. Here we go.
Clear.
Clear.
All right, looking good.
Everything's looking good. We like that.
Looks a little foggy in the upper left, but I think that camera's been having problems all week.
I think so too. That Hit the Blakes traffic report brought to you by Old Town Trolley. Climb aboard Old Town Trolley and experience over 500 years of history in the heart of St. Augustine. This fully narrated 90-minute tour features 22 convenience stops and covers more than 100 points of interest, including iconic landmarks like the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Flagler's Historic Hotel. With open-air views and all-day hop-on, hop-off access, it's the most fun and flexible way to explore the nation's oldest city. Your ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum, and local St. Johns County residents ride free with a full fare guest through the Hometown Pass program. Sign up today at hometownpass.com. Old Town Trolley, the best way to see St. Augustine, one stop at a time. I'm struggling with whether I should look at the camera or not.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. No one knows where you're looking anyway. And Anastasia just sent out that at mile marker 318, something's going on out there.
Okay.
So just kind of be aware if you're out there in that area. So thank you, Anastasia, for that heads up.
Thank you, Anastasia. All right, moving into the news. Tax rate falls in St. Johns County, but bills could still rise. St. Johns County has finalized its budget for the next fiscal year, and while the tax rate is technically lower than last year, many homeowners will see a higher bill because of rising property values. At Wednesday night's final budget hearing, commissioners approved a tax rate of 6.375 mils, or about $6.80 for every $1,000 of assessed property value. That's down from last year's 6.823 rate. But to completely avoid tax hikes, the county would have had to adopt the rollback rate of 6.5237 mils, the level that would generate the same revenue as last year despite higher property assessments. Commissioners stopped short of going that far. The nearly $2 billion budget will fund the hiring of more than 30 new firefighters, renovation at the county's old jail, and other projects. Some commissioners pushed back to shrink the budget even more, but others praised staff for finding cuts that allowed at least a modest reduction. The commissioner, Clay Murphy, said he was proud of the progress, but stressed more efficiency is needed. He invoked the federal DOGE initiative, a government efficiency program tied to billionaire Elon Musk, and urged the county to keep looking for ways to trim spending without creating a whole new department like Jacksonville once considered. Commission Chair Krista Josephs had called for a similar efficiency office, but St. Johns County has yet to pursue one.
Oops, sorry.
We're falling apart.
My bad.
All right, so tax rates are lower, but property values are higher, so your bill probably will increase.
Yeah. Hopefully, on your personal home, you have your save your home where it can't go up more than 3%.
Yeah.
Which is a wonderful program in the state of Florida. And not all states have that. And a lot of states they tax out the elderly because their houses values shoot up so much
Yeah.
they can't even afford the taxes on it
They have
because
to
they're on
sell
a
it.
fixed income and they have to sell it. So thank you, Florida, for having the Save Your Homes.
Mhm.
Had Eddie Kramer in here. He kind of gave some explanations right before the trim went out.
Yep.
But it's it's a process we have to go through. Our tax rates compared to our quality of life are extremely low. I know it's painful for everyone to see.
Yeah.
And from the business side, it's really painful with what's happening with the taxes there because of the values. So I mean that makes it tough. I mean, like you see a lot of these restaurants and those businesses struggling, and a lot of it has to do with insurance and the taxes that are attached with it. It's not just paying the mortgage.
Yeah.
When you own a business, it's not as simple as, oh, they're making this much money. Yeah, but they're spending out more than they're making. So
For sure.
and I don't think everybody understands that.
I agree. All right. Ponte Vedra man arrested for allegedly filming young girl on St. George Street in St. Augustine. A Ponte Vedra beach man is facing felony charges for allegedly filming under the duress of a minor girl Saturday night on St. George Street in downtown St. Augustine, according to an arrest report. A patrolling deputy noted a commotion on the busy commercial stretch between the two groups at roughly 10 p.m. and quickly separated them, papers stated. A witness told the officer that he saw a man with phone with the camera activated underneath his niece's dress, according to the arrest report. The suspect, who was with a group of friends, told the officer that he was attempting a TikTok prank where phones are placed near devices belonging to strangers to simulate extracting money from their Apple Pay account. The man acknowledged that he had placed the phone near the minor's back pocket, but denied recording her. He volunteered to have the officer check his phone, and no images of the girl turned up, the paper stated, but several members of the girl's family insisted that he had purposefully placed it underneath her dress. Her parents said in sworn statements that they saw the suspect commit the act and immediately confronted him about it. The man was ultimately charged with a felony count of digital voyeurism of a minor and taken to jail. This case is pending.
Yeah.
This is
You shouldn't be
gross.
near a minor.
Yeah. You don't know that kid. Stay away.
You don't know this kid, so don't get near this kid.
No.
So I don't care if you are innocent, you still screwed up.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have been that close to that kid.
Yes.
So I don't know how this case is going to play out, but there was some ill intent if you're that close to someone else's child,
I agree.
and be glad it wasn't mine.
I'll say I've
Good.
worn a lot of dresses. 0 have had back pockets near the hemline.
Yeah.
Just going to say that.
Yeah. No.
And deleted pictures are still saved on that device. So I hope they are able to recover those deleted pictures.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he might have just been looking and didn't get
Yeah.
the chance. He might have got caught before he got a chance to take the picture
That is
too.
true.
So the intent was probably there. He might have got caught before he actually
Yes.
was able to take the pictures. And
All
that's why
around.
he gave it up so easy. He's like, I know I didn't
Yeah.
take the picture. So,
Yeah.
I don't know enough about the story, but you shouldn't have been close to that child. So
100%. All right. Gas Buddy Gas Report. Tell us in the comments what gas prices are looking like around you. We've got Sunoco on South Ponce de Leon Boulevard at $2.83. Sunoco at North Ponce de Leon Boulevard at $2.85. Shell at North Ponce de Leon Boulevards at $2.90. Shell at 146 King Street's at $2.99. Shell at 216 Ponce de Leon Boulevards at $3.17. Mobile and Circle K on South Ponce is $3.21. Gate at Mizell Road is $3.25. Gate at US 1 North is $3.26. Circle K on 207 is $3.27, and Circle K on US 1 North is $3.29. That Gas Buddy Gas Report is brought to you by Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Trouble with the law? Call the name St. Augustine has trusted for years. Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, available 24/7. Their experienced and compassionate team works fast to get you or your loved one out of jail and back home. From paperwork to release, they make the process simple, discreet, and stress-free. No judgment, just help when you need it most. When time matters, remember the name and the number, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, at 904-822-BAIL. That's 904-822-2245.
Toot-toot!
We've got live music today. Danny Boy Patinoid is at Oasis at 5 o'clock. Trevor Compton is at St. Augustine Shores Golf Club at 5. Dionysus is at Spencer Abbott's at 6 o'clock. David Watt Besley's at Pelican Pub at 6 o'clock. Fat Cactus is at Prohibition Kitchen at 6.
Great name.
Shyla Macaluso is at Harry's at 6 o'clock. Bad Endings is at Pescavillano at 6. Pechacucha Night is at Colonial Oak at 7. Quiana Major is at Spencer Abbott's at 7:30. The Mountain Goats is at Ponte Vedra Concert Hall at 7:30. Pocket Knife Dance Party is at Spencer Abbott's at 9 o'clock. And Dewey Via Bands at Trade Winds, closing out the night at 9 o'clock.
Cool.
That music report is brought to you by Fidus Roofing. When it comes to protecting your home, trust Fidus Roofing and Construction, voted best of St. Augustine every year since 2012. As a GAF Master Elite contractor, Fidus installs the GAF Lifetime Roofing System and expert metal roofs built to withstand Florida's toughest weather. From emergency repairs to full replacements, plus pavers and gutters, Fidus delivers quality, durability, and energy savings with every job. For Fidus Roofing, call 904-355-ROOF. That's 904-355-7663. Fidus Roofing, where trust is built from the top down. We've got no trends today because you have someplace you're going.
Yes, we have a museum celebration that they're doing out at West Augustine for the State Black History Museum in that location, and so it should be. We're gonna go live there immediately after the show.
Very cool.
So Blake and I are headed that way immediately.
And in that nature, we only have one story left.
Yes.
Burn Boot Camp burglary suspect flee Nocatee and Longleaf, cause deadly head-on crash in Flagler. A burglary spree that began in St. Johns County ended in tragedy Tuesday afternoon in Flagler County when fleeing suspects slammed head-on into an innocent driver, killing them. Deputies say the suspects were in a gray Chevrolet Suburban wanted for vehicle break-ins at Burn Boot Camp locations at Nocatee and along Longleaf Parkway. The SUV was spotted in Palm Coast just afternoon, and when deputies tried to stop it, the driver raced onto I-95 before exiting at Old Dixie Highway. Stop sticks were deployed to puncture the tires, but investigators say the vehicle had anti-deflation technology and kept going at high speeds, weaving dangerously through traffic and colliding with a police car. The pursuit ended at the intersection of US 1 and I-95 at the exit ramp, where the Suburban suddenly swerved and hit another car head-on. The innocent driver, the only person inside, was airlifted to the hospital but later died. Their name has not yet been released. The suspects ran into a wooded area but were quickly captured. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley called them dirtbags and said their choices directly caused the death of an innocent person. Florida Highway Patrol is investigating the crash while St. Johns County deputies are handling the burglary cases. Flagler authorities will also review the pursuit itself. I mean, I got to agree with the sheriff on this one. 100%
Awful
dirtbags.
people. I mean, this is unnecessary and just horrible people just that created this and I don't even I can't use the words I want to use.
Yeah.
That
Facebook doesn't look too kindly
that created this death. So
yeah,
you guys know what you've done. You have to live with it, and
this poor family that lost their loved one is so tragic, and to know that it was such a senseless waste of life.
I hope they get the maximum they could possibly get.
100%, I agree.
So and it could have been multiple deaths. It's just the recklessness that they did. It could have been multiple deaths that they caused. So
100%.
Yeah.
Troy, how do you want to check the comments today?
On this Thursday, I will thunder through the terrific thoughts of our tribe.
That thunderous tiptoe is brought to you by
I don't think I
BNS
tiptoed
Signs.
at all.
I don't think so. I added it.
Yeah,
BNS Signs want your business to get noticed and stay that way? Turn to BNS Signs, proudly family-owned and serving St. Augustine for over 50 years. From bold vinyl lettering to towering pylon signs, they specialize in high-quality custom signage built to last. Their expert team handles everything: design, installation, crane service, repairs, and maintenance with fast, responsive service that keeps your sign looking sharp. Make a lasting impression with BNS Signs. Visit bnssigns.com because when it comes to signs, they do it all. And brought to you by St. Augustine Handy House. Need a custom or prefab portable building that's built to last? Come to St. Augustine Handy House, proudly owned by Troy Usina Enterprises and serving the community since 1988. With over 70 structures in stock, from sheds and barns to carports and offices, you'll find the perfect fit for your needs. Every building includes free delivery, leveling, and anchoring, plus easy financing options. Visit them on State Road 16, open Monday through Saturday, or call 904-823-9092. St. Augustine Handy House, where quality meets convenience and community matters. Troy gives that comments report.
All right. A lot of great comments out there. It is National Cheeseburger Day. I did not realize that. Surf Quest this weekend is doing their final Surf Quest between 1 and 4 out there.
Awesome.
BP was at 321. Speedway, Wawa, and Racetrack was at 323. And Costco was at 275. And if you guys would, because we're starting off the morning all together as we do, try and keep it positive in the comments.
Yeah.
We don't need that negativity. I mean, sometimes it's okay to talk about like these dirt bags like we were talking about and stuff like that. But us try and keep it positive in the comments out there.
Happy Minions.
Yes. We want merry little minions.
Yeah.
So
Minions supporting Minions.
yes,
That's what we want.
minion love to everyone.
Do we have a Stordom stat today?
All right. Stordom stat today is the day 1970 that we lost Jimi Hendrix. He was in his hotel room in London, the Samarkand Hotel, and he had taken too many sleeping pills. He got sick, and he asphyxiated on his own vomit. And that is how the 27-year-old was found by his girlfriend in the hotel room. Amazing. It could be the greatest guitar player of all time. Just gone at the age of 27. And it was today that he was found in 1970.
That's so sad. What a sad way to go.
Yep.
That's Stordom Stat brought to you by St. Augie's Pizza in downtown St. Augustine, right at the corner of Riberia and MLK. Get yourself a slice today. Do we have plugs, Troy?
All right, we got Bollocks tonight, and join us. We're going to go live here in about 30 minutes out at the museum site. The county is doing, I think, a press release, and we're going to go out there and join them, and just join us on the 904 Now live.
Awesome. Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Rumble. Bollocks tonight. Hang on. We've got another live coming this morning. Bye, guys.
Bye.